market update. So Australia dwelling values were up 0.3% in April. So ever so slightly, recording the third month of growth, which is very exciting for a national level because it's now a trend. And why do I say that? Well, 1 month is a reflection of the market. 2 months is I suppose a focus. It's kind of all right. Let's really look at this shift. And third month is a trend. So the trend in the national housing value is up, albeit very, very small. So a lift in home values recorded across every capital city, notably Darwin 1.1, Sydney, Melbourne 0.2% each. Interesting. Brisbane, Adelaide, and Perth are the only capitals with values at record highs. So the buying and selling activity obviously slowed over Easter, but everyone, it wasn't just you, don't panic. School holidays, it's actually a shit month for real estate, April. So for future reference, if you want a month off that's really not going to hit your pocket as much as, say, an October or a November or a February or a March, April's the one. So new listings also fell, Jill, 19,650 over the combined capitals, the lowest levels of this time of the year since 2019. That's nationally. We will look at Perth. Stick around. Despite stretching housing affordability, quarterly growth in house values 1.1 is continuing to outpace the unit sector. So obviously the houses are outpacing units 1.1 to 0.5. Regional housing 0.6. Outpacing to capitals 0.2. So there is still an interesting surge to people moving regionally, 0.6 to 0.2 marginally. Standout gains belong to regional South Australia 1.5, WA 1.3 over last month. So rental growth has firmed for our BDMs and rental departments. Rental growth has firmed with the national index 0.6 consistently over the past 3 months. Awesome. Gross rental yield rose 3.52 in April, the highest in 11 months. The housing market outlook remains mixed with potential for modest growth, which is exciting. Driven by, here we go, Jill, lower interest rates and low housing supplies, which is national, folks. So Perth, sales down 7.5% on the previous week, reporting 911 transactions. That's still pretty good for Perth. Unit sales were up 1.6. That's because we bought one 6 months ago. No, only joking. Land sales were down 61%. Yep, that could tell us a lot of things. No land could tell us building constraints, could tell us a lot of things. So we won't bury ourselves in that. Highest price, 3.175 million in North Beach. Who would have thought? Kenwick, lowest price at 415. So still a few bargains around the place, but you got to look sort of, sort of city fringe or at least city outskirts, not fringe. 4,795 properties for sale in Perth, still frightfully low, really. It's not the 3,000s that we had, and that's combined, but it's still very low, to be honest. Property management, 2,325 properties for rent in Perth, also frightfully low, still, queues outside good properties, with 702 properties leased last week, which is 2% higher, nearly 3% higher than 4 weeks ago. Property values in Aotearoa, which is New Zealand, rose by 0.3%. They're also seeing some ding, 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 little bounces up from flatline, continuing the string of modest gains since the last since the start of the year. April's rise of CoreLogic home values took values to 819,000, highest since June last year. So that's good for them. Still down about 16% from January, though, where it peaked at 974,000. So that's